Hey gang, on the never-ending quest to continue to upgrade our hardware to bring you a better experience each week, we have additional opportunities for misses. Unfortunately, on this particular episode, we had such a miss take place, and the audio for the first half of the session was not captured. Fortunately, we were able to correct it for the second half of the episode, but unfortunately, that means we do not have any audio to offer for the beginning. Rather than scrap the entire episode, we are going to be uploading the second half. And unfortunately, you did miss an exciting battle where Walker killed his first people, and 7 of them at that. Hara accidentally torture murdered a number of people, and Sproigins sowed the seeds of discontent among some of the troops in Benamir while also laying some foundation for espionage to take place. But with that being the case, please make sure you enjoy the second half of this session. Join us every Friday going forward for more Bloodlines of the Forgotten, and thanks for hanging in there with us. Party on, guys. And welcome back. If you are just joining us, you missed nothing and everything.
Shit show.
But
I kill people.
but
That's
like
all
a
I
great
bring.
shit
I
show.
mean,
So,
That's all I
Finger
do.
Guns, in their quest to fulfill the Void's requested contract of stealing sensitive something or other, something used as blackmail against House Klaba, the group has infiltrated House Mornstall, and through a very stealthy and slick approach, gained access through the balcony, and then basically laid waste to all the guards inside upon being discovered multiple times. So yeah, we are now picking up with Sproigins, stationed outside of Mornstall's study, currently standing guard with official guard's armor from a dead guard.
From the first dead guard.
Correct. Changed shape to modify his appearance. Hara and Skadi are inside the study.
Killing everybody.
That's a thing. Walker is currently located about 200 feet away across the street.
Killing everybody.
Yeah, and just dealt a great deal of damage using his last remaining explosive arrow. And we now pick up with you two in the study. Walker on top of the roof across the street from the house itself, and a little bit more than a dozen guards headed into the building to try and come up towards you. What happens next here?
Okay. Well, I'm going to continue on what was my mission when I disengaged all of the guards.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
Disengage the guards.
She killed them all. I'm going to take the dagger, and it's just wood, right?
Seems to be.
Yeah, and I'm just going to try and... I'm going to stab the wood where about the safe is, since I know about on the wall where it is, to see if I can cut. I'm going to not try and hack the safe. I'm going to make it as much wider as I can, but
Okay.
I'm not going to do it, like, precisely.
Okay.
Just fucking...
So we'll say that you're working on that. What are you two doing?
I would be turning around and helping, I think. Because, like, door is shut.
Yeah. I'm still stationed outside. I don't know. I saw the one guy go in, but I don't know what's really going on. So.
I actually want to go up to her and give her the necklace. And since I can't say anything, just be like... And I point to the dead bodies.
She can't use any verbal components to call toward them in.
Whatever. I'll attack the bookshelf.
Okay, so you guys are working on that. You're just stationed outside.
Yep.
Walker. After about 30 seconds or so, you are hearing the clamoring of footsteps filling the structure below you, and you're feeling the subtle vibrations of what sound like many a heavy armored troop heading your direction. You're also hearing the guards that remained in the street. He's somewhere up there. Keep your eyes out. And you kind of occasionally peek over and you see, and as you look over, like an arrow kind of soars past your head. What do you want to do?
That's just not it. That's unthoughtful, because that might hit a kid.
okay, can I get just like maybe you can talk it out. Can I just get a like idea of what is around me and I need a general rough idea of distance and things like that. So I don't know if you want to just give me like a quick sketch.
The building you are on is about 40 feet deep. There is an alley behind it, and there appears to be a number of other shops that are on the street facing opposite.
How far across is that alley to the next building or whatever?
The alley is going to be about 15 feet across.
Okay.
On either side of you, there are structures. They're a little bit shorter, probably about 15 feet shorter than the one you're standing on. But another spattering of shops line the city block.
Okay.
You have the 15-foot street that's in front of you with the 150-plus gap to the House Mornstall. Other than that, there's nothing inherently unique about the surrounding terrain.
So in front of me, let's say that's north for just...
That is west.
Okay, so that's west.
Yep.
And that is where the house is.
Correct.
Okay. And would east be the copper quarter?
No, you are currently in the gold shelf. South would be the copper quarters.
Gold shelf. Okay.
You're just on the inside, the northern or the southern edge of the gold shelf.
Okay. All right. So there's like this lip on the top of the house, right?
On the top of the...
Yeah, like there's a ridge where it like, or is it a flat roof that I'm on?
The roof you're on.
Yeah.
Yes, it's slightly angled upwards, and it's basically just a triangle.
Okay. So we got those archers there. Do I hear where the guards might be trying to get up?
They don't seem as if they are at the point where they have tried to breach anywhere yet.
Okay.
They're currently working their way up, trying to discover such a location.
Okay.
On that note.
In that case, I would like to... Is it going to cost an action to look at what's going on in the windows?
I'll let you take it as a bonus action, as you've already been peering that direction this whole time. And
Perception?
Yep.
19.
You don't see a lot of movement. It's definitely less chaotic.
Okay.
But at this distance, and with you being distracted, you're not able to really pick out any minutia of the activity taking place. But you do get a general sense it's not this roiling fight anymore. At
Anyone
this point.
coming out of the house towards the explosion, or no?
At this point, you don't see that.
Okay. Then I am going to sit down on the roof and hold. Can you hold a spell, or how does?
Yeah, you can prep a spell as an action.
For someone to no. Yeah, as soon as I see like them getting up to me, I want to blink to the ground. I want to misty step to the ground.
Okay. To the ground where?
South or east on the alley side.
Okay, so you're kind of like moving towards that edge, ready to blink straight down?
Right, and I realize that there's a 10-foot difference in blink.
Right. Okay. So you are basically hearing them kind of working their way up through this structure, kind of getting on the edge to continue to bait the hook, and then you're prepping your blink to get out of there.
Yes.
Okay.
On the opposite side from the archers.
Okay. So we'll come back to you guys then. What are you trying to do? You're trying to do the thing, right.
We're trying to break through.
So you're working through it for about 30 seconds, and as you kind of start finally digging through this metal, you think, and you kind of use your dagger at an angle, and you shave off, and there's some kind of metal behind this bookshelf.
How many minutes do you think have passed since the silent spell?
They get 10 minutes of silence.
About 2.5.
I don't think I have anything without verbal, so. Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Is there any
Now-
movement in my area?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
I want to try to. There's nothing that I have that can cut through metal, though.
Now that the wood is mangled, and broken.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and pull it again.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Is she helping?
Then you would declare that generally.
Oh, well.
Yes, go ahead and make a
yeah.
strength check at advantage.
I keep forgetting I'm not really needing to be silent.
10. Even in its distorted form, it seems as if the wood itself is not part of the fastening to the house structure. And the overall frame of this bookshelf still remains remarkably resistant and rigid.
Okay.
I forget because I don't have a card for Nigrin's ring.
Mm-hmm.
Does it take a word?
What does it say?
I don't have card. I just have Nigrin's ring.
Oh, so that would still be an action to cast the spell. And let me quick check here.
The spell itself does, but I wasn't sure since it's an object that's casting it. No.
Right. No, I got you. I'm going to say that it will still maintain, it won't consume the material component, but you will still need the verbal and somatic component for it.
I would like to head upstairs to the bedroom.
Okay. So we'll say you start making your way up then. Brings us back to Walker. At this point in time, you are now hearing bashing coming from somewhere near the front portion of this structure. And there's no hatch or anything that would suggest like there's a ladder they're going to be climbing up. But you eventually see like the top 8 inches of a sword cut through the roof. And this continues on for about 15 more seconds as it seems like a guard is trying to force open this hole in the ceiling that's now been chopped. And just a few moments later, you see another hole begin to emerge, and you kind of see a guard's head poke out, and he catches eyes on you. Do you want to do anything? You want to use your blink?
No, I wanna make sure they're up and out before I use blink.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot an arrow and miss
Okay.
to make him like duck back in.
Okay. Roll an attack at advantage.
25.
25. So you actually aim it just the right way, knowing you're trying to achieve a specific goal, and you ding it off the side of his helmet, and it sticks in the shingling directly behind him. He's up here! He's up here! And like you see the hole opening up, but no more head is emerging. Like there's just the occasional like axe that's coming through and a sword on the other side, and this hole is continuing to emerge. But it seems as if they are inherently.
Man, if I had one more explosive arrow right now.
They're inherently trying to keep themselves covered at the moment.
This is like people's apartments.
All right, so
It's the gold shelf now.
you.
Question. Would I have known that there was people guards that went upstairs?
You sent them up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So on my way up,
Yep.
I want to turn into Mornstall.
Okay. You're still wearing guard's armor.
I'm not going to do that. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Okay. So you walk up then, and one of the guard approaches you. What are you doing up here?
Mornstall wanted me to come up here and make sure everything was fine in the room.
He's in his room right now. What? How did?
Shit, I thought he told me to. I took too much time.
You better get
Never
back
mind.
to your post.
Shit, you're right. Okay,
And just straightens up real quick,
thanks.
and you go back
I
down.
didn't know that he was in his room. I thought he went back down to go
Me too.
mingle. So I'm gonna pop my head in the door, see what's going on.
So you head back down there, and you see Hara and Skadi trying to go to work on this bookcase.
Okay. I want to come in. I want to tap both of you on your shoulder to tell you to. Okay, tell you guys to move out of the way. Like, get out of the way. And then I would like to use Axme's Little Loot with the Disintegrate spell that I put into it, and I would like to disintegrate the bookshelf.
Yeah, roll damage.
Like the disintegrate damage?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
That's what you prepped in it, right?
Yeah.
Level 6,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
This should be good.
Okay, 10d6 plus 40.
Plus 40?
That's a good spell.
Oh my fucking god!
Uh-huh. It's just the bookshelf. This is not anything behind.
Well, what's...
Do you get to declare that?
Yeah, I said I want to disintegrate the bookshelf.
Well, I only wanted to pull the bookshelf into my necklace, and the whole house tried to come in.
Okay,
It's happening.
Just
Whatever.
Yeah, like,
You didn't know that, though.
No, I wouldn't have. And it doesn't matter. Okay, math is not my thing. So, let's do this how it's going to do it. Okay, 80 damage
80 damage.
to the bookshelf.
So, Sproigins gestures you guys out of the way, kind of straightens himself, pulls out the loot, just cranks on it, and no noise comes out, but you see this blast, this green beam shoot forward, and it actually begins to carve a hole through the bookshelf, and as it does, you see the wood just turn to mulch and fall to the ground and immediately become dry, like sort of like it almost seems like clay dirt, like baseball field dirt, as it falls to the ground and is disintegrated. And the wall and some of the bars behind it, as this is all kind of one centralized object, continues to carve, and actually you now end up with this rather large, probably 3.5-foot hole with a small section cut out where the safe was, that is completely holed out in the house. The safe is actually just still angled into the house at a small anchor point.
I'm gonna run up and take the take the thing that I have, the thing from upstairs,
Yep.
and try and see if I can
Touch it?
touch it to the thing.
Okay, touches the thing, you don't see anything happen. It still has the same yellowish orange glow in the center of the safe.
I'm going to go back to the hallway.
Okay.
The door.
So you step back outside.
Is there anything in the safe that looks like it would fit this thing?
No, it is just that orangish yellow dot and kind of a vague, faint, transparent yellow sheen over the top of it. I'll let you guys figure out how you want to address that. At this point, you now see multiple holes have emerged, and after about 30 seconds, it seems like they're at the point where they're staging themselves to overwhelm by going through, knowing they don't want to get shot. And you're starting to see hands kind of braced against the edge. Ready, boys! And you see them all kind of emerge at about the same time, and 3 guards are moving towards you, sword in hand now, probably about 15 feet away from you.
Okay, I'd like to, stumble away and then just backflip off.
Whoa, fucking nightmare.
Okay. And then you're going to blink down, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So conserving of momentum, you take, make a dexterity or acrobatics check.
Not great. 14.
14. So you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you land kind of hard, blink shooting you down straight forward, but are able to still yourself as you land for the most part. You're now down at the ground floor. What do you want to do?
All right, so I'm in the alley, correct?
Yep.
And there to the east, right, is there's shops behind, in that alley,
Yep.
walls and stuff like that.
Well, they're not like storefronts, but they're the back of stores.
Okay. Then I'll just sit and wait there for guards to get close again.
Okay. Well, that's going to be relatively quick, so we'll just stay at you. You see, and all of a sudden there are guards that are looking over the edge, looking down, seeing you He's in the alley! And you see a number of the guards turn around, and you're hearing footsteps coming up from the side of the structure you just leaped from, presumably from the guards that were stationed or that remained back from the first exchange.
Okay, you can tell me if I have this correct, but that's the alley I'm in.
Uh-huh.
And this is the house up here, right? So
Yep.
this would be north and this would be south?
Correct.
Okay. Then, until I see an archer, I would just like to take my turn running slowly to let them catch up as long as I don't see any archers.
Okay.
So just kind of jogging down that alley.
Which way?
Heading north.
Okay.
Just like doing this.
Okay.
I just murdered your friend.
So at a casual pace, just there you go.
Right, I'd like to keep, I'd
gotta
like
catch
to
me.
20 feet.
Okay.
20
so as you
From them.
saunter on down, you actually are looking back and you see the two shield bearers and the two archers that remained in the street breach the corner of that structure and are now looking down the alleyway at you.
Roughly, where are they at?
At this point, they would be probably about 50 feet behind you.
And then how far from the other group of soldiers? Or is that...
They're in the structure somewhere.
They're the first ones to make it through.
Well, they didn't have to make it through. They were in the street. They just
So
ran.
they just wrapped around. Okay,
Yeah.
so the people in the building are still
Who knows where.
getting... Okay.
Yeah. They're working on finding their way back down to get you now.
Yeah, within 6 seconds, it'd probably get
Yeah. Yeah.
on the roof. Guys.
He's on the roof again!
Okay, in that case, I think we're going to do this. So I've made my way, how far up the alley?
About 50 feet?
Okay, so that puts me roughly 20 feet past the house, maybe, in terms of heading this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I am going to haste.
Yep.
So silence is dropped.
Yep.
And then
probably a good silence drop right now.
I would like to, let's say, I'll take. There's two archers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shoot one at each. So I'm gonna shoot one.
Okay, well, you're casting haste.
I still get an attack.
Because you get a hasted action then.
Yep.
Okay, so... Okay, sure. So go ahead and roll your attack.
I'm gonna do not sharpshooter.
Okay. Good save.
Not sharpshooter's 18.
18 misses.
Okay.
As they are coming around, they're maintaining this tight formation specifically to protect themselves. And you actually stick the arrow in one of the shields. Do you have a bonus?
I was shooting at the archer.
Yeah, the shield guys are in front of
Okay.
them. Yep.
Continuing to take full movement or like whatever you want to do. So I'm going to get my distance and then just fire another arrow at one of the archers.
Okay. Probably should have done it for the first. We'll say that the second one's going to be at disadvantage since you're attacking on the run.
28. 27.
27 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I still have Wild Heart, I would assume, because I didn't switch.
Right. Or you didn't declare a switch.
Right. So that's going to be 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Piercing, just regular piercing. And then, like I said, just taking my full movement to get away, which would be 70 feet.
All right. So
To
then...
head down north on that alley.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. There's so many
guys.
layers.
So
Everything is fine.
as you are running away,
I like it.
that's going to be a 15 to
Nope.
hit. And that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That
Which I
matches.
believe does hit. Ooh. So as you are kind of doing your casual run, even hasted, still able to move fast, purposefully kind of holding back a little bit, you actually catch an arrow in the back shoulder, taking 17 points of piercing damage as it just sinks right through one of the creases in your armor. But this is after one of the arrows had already gone through and got the shoulder of the other archer that was behind one of the shield individuals.
So you rolled 17. What I got to do to maintain concentration?
So that is a 9.
And that's just straight roll, or is there
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw? Okay. Which is... I did not save.
Okay.
So I am...
So Mike
now you're
is
stunned.
Walker
Yes.
is stunned for a minute.
1 round.
1 round. Okay.
Fine.
How far was I away from them?
Well, you hasted after 50, so you're about 100-ish.
You're good.
Okay.
You're fine.
Well, I'm going to get some arrow pepperage, but...
Yeah. So this arrow comes, sticks you in the back, and you kind of just slump and go lethargic for just a brief moment, unable to maintain the metabolic demands of the spell. They are currently just moving towards you aggressively, and as they get about halfway there, well, they're going to take their dash action too. So they get
no
within
attack,
about
right?
So they get within about 30 feet, and you're also seeing now the additional legionnaires from the horde yard coming around both sides of the structure, spilling into the alley. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be the collective guard's turn. As it comes back around to you, and you now see within about 30 feet, there's these shield guards advancing on you with an archer behind them. And the other archer that you shot is kind of lingering slightly behind them, but the rest of the troops are also making their way north in the alley.
Okay. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go to one of those 15-footer houses.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Misty Step
Okay.
on top. And then I'm going to continue. I'm going to jump off to the... Well, I'm going to glance real quick, but I'm going to keep going onto the other side of the house and jump off.
Into the street facing the house?
Correct.
Okay.
It's just the tightest parkour.
All right, so you misty step up, and at this point, the individuals kind of, because especially from the distance they're at and the lower height of the structure, they do see you appear at the top of it, and you're hearing them continuing to pursue. You jump down into the street. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
13.
13. You're able to stop, stick the landing well enough. You're in the street, but you hear the guards working towards surrounding that structure behind you. What do you want to do?
There's still... So how far am I from the house currently? Because I'm now in that street
Now,
in front
because
of
you're
it.
more diagonal, I would say it's probably about the same distance radially. You've just now moved further north, but the corner of
So
the
how far
balcony,
am I away?
175 feet
Okay.
to the balcony, hypothetically.
You can work this out how
Hey, guys.
you want, but I'm going to dash until I get close to the house,
Yep.
right? And then as soon as I get within range, I'm going to etherealness into the window.
Etherealness. Well, you're not... So you can pass through, but it doesn't give you the ability to, like, elevate
Yes, it does.
yourself. I don't think it does it?
Yeah, you just lose movement if you go up and down.
Let me quick double check here. Enthrall, it's not that.
That's a
Oh, okay. Yeah, it costs you an extra foot. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. And your movement speed is what? 30?
35.
elf.
Okay, so you are moving out into the street.
However this works out,
It
that's
seems as if there is a guard who notices you using your movement to run up towards the house. He's this way! And you begin to hear kind of the footsteps, now still a little further behind you, but they were in the process of surrounding the structure that you were on,
Right.
but are now kind of moving towards the street. And they seem to have a bead on your current location running towards the house. With that being the case, only being able to go half movement as ethereal, the balcony is going to be too high for you to get to.
with a jump.
You can try for it.
Running jump at full speed.
You can try for it.
I mean, I could do a running jump at full speed. It's not going to get me very high.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
-3.
He's got it.
12.
12.
That's 12 feet. Jump height of 12 feet.
Yeah. What's your strength modifier?
-3.
Okay.
So that's why it was -3.
So you focus, concentrate hard, begin to float up in your ethereal form, feeling the laws of the material world sort of defying your elevation. And as you focus and you move through the bottom of the balcony and continue to emerge up, focusing on it, you actually snap back into the material plane and are just barely able to dislodge the bottom of your boot from being stuck in form to the hard marble surface of the balcony outside.
You almost Jumanji.
So you are on the balcony right now.
Wait, why am I on the balcony? I wanted to go to the second floor, not the third floor.
Second floor.
I wanted to go through the window.
You know what? We can back that up.
To the wall?
Yeah.
What?
To the wall?
So
Yeah.
Walker just appears, also in the same cool fashion though, in the study with you guys.
Silence is gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have some things to say, but I don't know. You guys probably have some stuff going on
Yeah, so
before I get
we'll
in there.
go back just a touch. You guys are looking at the safe in the wall.
Well, when does he...
Silence would have dropped probably around that
Well,
time.
we'll just pick up from where we left off with you.
Okay.
Since I don't know Silence is done, I want to take her hand that has the thingamajig that we took from his room.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe the front of the safe one more time?
There's a button, right? Isn't that where I tried to put the key?
It's like an arcane type. It's elevated above what you can see to be the surface beyond, but the surface itself is obscured. There's a reddish yellow arcane sort of glowing dot.
Right, that I ran into as a bug.
Correct. That has a yellow transparent-ish kind of sheen in front.
Right, and when I put the thing on it, that's where I meant to put it, if that wasn't insinuated.
Okay, sure. Does not seem to have a reaction.
Okay.
And he still hasn't arrived. Do we know that the silence spell was on that arrow? I would figure that we would assume that based on the arrow went through and it was quiet.
Make an intelligence check.
16.
You recognize it as the effects of a silent spell, with your group having used it before.
Yeah, literally like 30 seconds before
I
that.
know.
Yeah, you don't know if it's really tied to that arrow or exactly what the circumstances were, but yeah, it seems as if there might be a connection between the two.
Because if I believe that the silence spell came from that arrow, I want to take the arrow out of the wall and put it in my bag of holding.
Okay. So you pluck the arrow out, stick it in your bag of holding, and as you kind of withdraw your hand, you hear the audible rake of your arm sort of as you're pulling it out of your bag.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Falter these people. Dispel the magic. I'm going to check for traps first.
I'm gonna falter the people after I go in the necklace to make sure it still works.
Okay. So you go...
Do dead
I mean,
people.
I think you would know if the dead people don't go in there if it doesn't work.
I'm gonna falter myself in.
You
So
might be stuck in there forever.
you go in there, and it appears as if the interior is unchanged. It appears fine. You still see the sort of shelled that's inside. But as you turn around to look out, the normal view picture from the outside, you see a number of cracks in this worldview mirror now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and falter out.
Okay? Falter out.
Perfect. Is there plenty of room for all the dead bodies?
I mean, how much room does a dead body need? Like, I don't think it cares, so it's up to you, really.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll falter them in.
Okay, so
And while she's
3 more bodies. Wait, 4 more bodies?
4 more bodies.
4 more bodies.
It's all clear now.
And while she's doing that, I want to see if I can check for any sort of traps on the safe area. Kind of focusing more specifically on I'm not proficient in Arcana though.
Only Walker is.
Yeah.
Who's about to be here, but we don't know that.
The guy who just did the craziest magics.
Yeah. But I remember Thorol's story, dispelling that one thing and everything exploding. I want to kind of look for anything like that. More
I
or
can
less.
tell you about that one.
Make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
But you also know in the Fae when the arrow hit that magic barrier and it exploding out onto us too.
It's 10.
It's not really your thing. You don't know.
What? I guess try to dispel magic? Since nobody else is here.
Did I know that Mornstall went up to his room?
I mean, you got pushed off, and he went into his room from the balcony, and you don't really know where he would have went after
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Except for the dude told you. He's in his room.
Right.
Well,
That's, I was
before
just
then.
I was just trying to wonder if it wasn't. Seems
Yeah.
odd as all.
I'm going to step as far away from the safe as I can, staying in the room.
And I'm
Okay.
going to step in the far corner to the right, around the desk, trying to be as, like, sheltered from what may explode.
And I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at 3rd level.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20.
She didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah. That was part of the pre-talks that I...
What am I adding?
Nothing.
Oh, 11.
11. So, you focus your energy, concentrating on this arcane barrier of sorts, and you see the edges around the safe begin to spurt and sputter with these tiny arcane yellow sparks. And as your spell culminates, the transparent yellow continues to shine and wave over the spell.
All right. Hara, do you have a way of getting us out of here?
How big is the window?
Probably about 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall,
So we could go through it.
especially now.
I mean, the
Yeah.
window's open.
Oh, it is open?
Yeah,
The
arrow
shot
arrows
an
kept
arrow
coming
through it.
through.
I shot multiple arrows through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And not just that, but Sproigins is right outside the door.
And it's right about this time, actually, that you see Walker emerge.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
We're almost in here.
He's in the house! And all of
Bro, what
you...
did you do?
Time to go. We have to go. Where's Sproigins?
Right outside the door, guarding for us.
I go to the door.
Okay.
I'm
You see a
going-
guard
That's Sproigins.
standing up.
Call him in.
You're,
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast it at
Did we
7th
get
level.
the, did we get the safe open?
Dispel Magic.
I don't know.
7th
but we gotta
level?
go.
7th level.
Why?
Okay.
Dispelled at 7th.
So, this time, channeling all of your arcane energy, you focus and concentrate and put out these grasping, phantasmal hands of arcane energy, and they begin to surround the transparent barrier. And as it's kind of coalescing with this white arcane energy, it dissipates off, and there you are able to see a solid, gleaming piece of some kind of dark, very dark metal that has what appears to be a keyhole, a small diamond-shaped peg hole,
I have that.
and another keyhole below it.
Stick it in.
Eh. I'm pretty sure we need the other keys.
And then I want to pick the locks.
Make a Thieves' Tools check.
It's been a while, I feel like. I was looking to see if there were any charges on that. But there's not.
Yeah.
My Thieves' Tools is 29.
Wow.
So you start
Double
working with the first lock, and it's really simple. You take the pins up, and it's almost kind of like poorly engineered. As you kick a pin up, it actually kind of stays in place without you having to hold it, and you get them all in place, and you're able to pretty easily turn it. Super easy. And then as you go in for the second lock, the first pin you tick actually smashes something down on your pick. And you feel the metal of it kind of bend and give way. And your pick almost snaps, but you're able to work it back out and realize that these two mechanisms are connected and are able to quickly go back at it again. Now, understanding more what you're looking for, the picks have to be in certain falling positions as well as being ticked up. And after you take about 30 seconds to do it, you see both of those locks able to turn at the same time. Your pick slightly even bent now from this crushing force that must have been applied to it. And as you hear that coincides with a door practically being kicked open. Everybody out! And you start to hear marching coming from downstairs.
Voltor me!
Did the safe
I like
open?
to think that you're looking at the necklace saying
I'll for them, and I'm gonna start taking everything that's in there and just throwing it in the bag.
Okay.
Literally everything. Just.
Hang on.
Voltor!
Get us out of
You're
here.
faltering me? I'm still outside.
No, I'm leaving you. Just him.
Okay.
So let me, because, all right, so you open it up, and this safe is about, it seems bigger on the inside. This safe it's still only about 2 feet deep, and it's only the width of probably about 1.5 feet by about 2 feet tall, but it doesn't protrude out from the house, obviously. So this is kind of a designed pocket dimension. You see on the right-hand side of the safe, the full distance of the 2 feet deep, 2 feet tall platinum bars seem to be rowed back. And on the left side, near them, there appears to be a small kind of yellow manila type envelope with like a leather wrapping around it, a small black bag that's probably would look like maybe the size of a small coin bag or coin purse or something to that effect. And there is like a wrapped linen something or other in the back of the safe that appears to have some kind of cord binding it or whatever the case might be.
What had the cord binding?
This like wrapped linen type of thing that was in the back of the
Okay,
safe.
I'm gonna first go to the grab the wrap thing. Anything that looks like a bag, I'm gonna just tie to my. I'm not gonna put it in the bag of holding. I think I have a backpack on actually. Did you give me my backpack back?
A long time ago.
So I'm gonna put it in my backpack because I don't know if they're bags of holding, and I don't want that to happen.
Okay. You are now hearing the guards come up and they're breaching the staircase. They're on the second floor.
Yeah. The door's open.
Is the door open?
The door's open.
Yeah.
I cast darkness behind me.
Okay.
I get yanked
out
in.
beyond the doorway.
All right.
And then I grab everything.
Arcane elements at the end of the hall. Ready yourselves. And you're hearing like heavy armored marching.
Why waste the time?
Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna Faltor him in.
Okay.
Me?
Well, I'm gonna have pulled him into the room and Faltor him in the necklace.
Okay.
Are you willing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have no reason to not trust what she's doing. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to grab everything that I can before they get here. Did you shut the door?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I would have. I didn't say that, but I could.
Shit.
What?
Just to retcon, because I fucked myself up here. It's Galden Mornstall, Aiden Clava, not Aiden Mornstall. Sorry.
Okay.
It's fine. There's a lot of names.
Yeah.
God.
That's just for the YouTubes. We're gonna have to like specifically like why is it Galden now? Like what the fuck is that about? Like.
So I'm basically just dumping everything in.
I just
as quickly
looked
as
at my notes.
possible.
Okay, they're
grabbing onto the bags, putting it
necklace.
inside my thing. I'm bouncing back out.
Make a dexterity check to see how much of this you're able to actually accomplish. Because the reason I'm asking is how you're prioritizing your pulls here.
Get in the necklace.
I mean, can you like supermarket sweepstakes that shit?
Dexterity? 21.
21. So what are you going for first exactly?
The manila envelope thingy.
Okay.
What all was in there? The manila envelope.
A small type of coin purse.
That
The
I'm gonna
wrapped
throw into
linen,
my
and then the platinum
the
on the side.
manila envelope. the wrapped linen, the bags going in my armor, and then as much platinum as I can.
Okay.
That's the last thing.
Sure.
And then I'm bouncing out the hole.
Getting greedy.
Uh-huh.
We don't necessarily know what we're looking for.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Okay.
I'm grabbing her and I'm jumping out the window.
Okay. As we are jumping out the window, I'm going to cast Flame Sphere back at the door.
Yeah! I don't know what that does. That sounds fucking sweet. Let's do all the spheres and darknesses.
I believe it creates a damaging flame spear in place, correct?
Pew, pew.
Yep, a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex saving throw, and the creature just takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much.
Whoa.
So,
Darkness inside the darkness is a harmful thing.
yeah. So, this is how it's going to go down.
Oh my
You
god.
hear the footsteps now just about to breach the doorway, and both of you just grab Skadi by the back, pull you both out at the same time, and as she's fading away, cast this fireball that disappears into this blackness, and you hear, "Oh, pull back! Pull back!" And both of you got falling out of the window.
I'm just picturing Arya
Cast my
like...
wings
Okay.
to catch us. I do the enlarge spell as I'm going out the window with her, then do my wings and fly us northward.
I'm going to say you do not have a opportunity for an action here. I would give you
So I
a
can do
reaction
one?
or a bonus. Your wings deployed is your bonus, and unless you have an inherent reaction you feel is applicable here, I'm going to say you are not able to cast enlarge.
Shapes.
Mom's gonna mom.
Do you
Okay,
have
then
a,
I'm going to hang
get a
on to
long
her and
rest.
I'm going to just cast my wings and I'm going to try to fly us
Wait,
as
she
quickly as
doesn't have any
possible
left? You don't
away.
Oh, okay.
make a strength check.
So I was like, why aren't we just doing that?
But to be real, she probably would have
19.
already used
19.
it.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So the full momentum, both of your sides, full-grown adult, you're able to pop your wings out and slow the fall. It seems like to an extent where you guys are able to try and manage the quick descent. I'm going to have both of you now get an opportunity to make an acrobatics check.
This is awesome.
yeah.
You guys are doing great.
22.
I was
14.
glued to the window and
14.
And it's all
So-
cracked.
Yeah.
As you are tumbling out of the window, Hera's wings, just a huge ruffle of feathers as the black smoke dissipates off the feathers and you're able to turn and right yourself. Both of you able to quickly gain your bearings due to Hera's adjustment of your descent. And both of you, without too much issue, don't land superhero style. Both take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Uh-oh.
But otherwise seem largely unaffected at the moment. It seems though at the rate that you were descending and the ability to actually catch and reverse momentum, you were not able to just grab and fly away with
I'm
Skadi.
cool with just soaring out, like
Okay.
gliding.
Well, you've already hit the ground.
Well, I know,
so
but I mean, like, I wasn't. It's fine.
Is it like going to land and the wings pop out and is able to like
stabilize to a certain extent, yeah. So you guys are currently on the lawn outside the house Mornstall here.
Okay.
Baltor me in. You've got that face thing.
Baltor,
Okay.
run. I'm gonna, before I book it, I'm going to cast Spike Growth behind me,
Okay.
toward, like, between me and the house.
Yep.
At level 3, I guess, because I'm out of second level spells.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to run with the difficult terrain behind me.
Okay. So, which direction are you running?
I need the map.
Because did we make it outside? There's a fence around the building, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Did we make it over the fence?
No, you're like right outside the balcony.
Oh.
Oh, then I'm going to wait to cast
You
that.
achieved next to no flight.
Okay.
You just stabilized your guys from taking full fall damage.
I'm going to wait to cast that then until I get further away.
I should have flown you over the...
Okay, so
Fence.
you're walking or you're running towards the main entrance at full speed?
Yes.
All right, so you're able to get there relatively quickly after about one round rotation. You're still hearing sort of the screaming and the trying to address and deal with this flaming sphere in this pitch black darkness.
Right.
Which actually, hang on, let me quick double check this too. Because,
Make sure none of them die.
Well, no, Hara's on a different plane now.
How long does it take you to use the thing to give you like a long, quick long rest?
10 minutes.
Have you already used that?
Not yet.
Oh, I mean, yes.
She has a charge for it.
I have charges. It's a finite number of charges, like, for
Right.
the whole game.
Right.
Yeah.
But yes, she does have
Oh,
charges
really?
left.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess it doesn't, and why would it really, say anything specifically about being on a different plane.
Well,
so
is it a concentration spell?
It is.
Okay.
So.
But mine is a thing.
Oh, it's your
because of-
racial trait.
Right, it's a racial trait.
Okay. All right, so we'll say for on both accounts then that adds up to it being it still seems to be in place and they're not sure what they're dealing with or how to address it.
Can I get through the front gate? Is it open?
It appears to be open as it was before. The gate itself was never closed. Even when you guys were walking by, it was just always guarded. As you come out and kind of take a little bit of a cautious approach, make a perception check.
It's got it inside.
21.
21. So you don't see any guards stationed outside this gate anymore. You take another step forward and you look to your right and you just see body parts and like a massive hole in the street. And as you look further south, you see what is almost a standing army, probably about 40 soldiers plus, marching north your direction in the middle of the street, throwing people out of the way as they're marching forward. And they have an extremely heavy, dark armored individual at their front, standing completely independent of the rest of the ranks behind him. You're barely able to tell, but there seems to be additional militia behind them at some point, and you're starting to actually hear from the west and slightly north, maybe even, there's syncopated footsteps that are also coming close to you.
Did they see me pop through the front gate?
They're still probably a couple blocks down, but because of their overall size and composition, you're able to make out the dark armor, a central figure that's different in depth, but you're not able to make out any details. You're just seeing a great deal of silhouettes.
But my point.
What's the street like? Are there people running around screaming?
This street is currently empty, save for the body parts.
I'm going to. Okay, where am I on this?
You're just outside the east exit of the house.
And they're coming from the north, or they're walking from the south, walking
They're coming
north?
from the south. What do you want to do?
I want to casually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Walk towards them.
Okay. Make a deception check.
They won't recognize me.
Says they need to.
Any luck?
Nope. 6.
Okay. So as you are walking towards this force, once you get within about 50 feet, you see the individual who's marching forward kind of take a quick glance in your direction. She's coming from the location. Detain her! And continues just marching forward without regarding you at all. At this point in time, 2 of the guards near that front flank begin to walk towards you very aggressively. Miss, come with us.
Where are we going?
You're under arrest. Come with us now.
For what?
Resist and be hurt. Come with us now.
I'm going to follow.
They're grabbing you by the arm. You're being put in
Okay.
manacles behind your back. This way. And they start marching you back south down as they get towards the tail end of the flank that they arrived with. Bring it to the hoard yard. And through you to another set of guards. Understood. And they, come with us, miss. Don't resist.
I'm not going to.
Okay, they start walking you further west, eventually taking you slightly south. And in that transitional phase between the gold shelf and the copper quarters, you are brought to the hoard yard. That is this large brick and steel structure that has main portcullis through the front, and there is a number of like brick pillars that seem to be overlooking the central area. You are escorted through the front gate. Another one coming out of the Monstall debacle for detainment. All right. Doors open up. 2 guards open these massive iron gates through this portcullis. Another gate opens up on the interior. Then you're handed off to another set of guards. Found us near the Monstall residence. Captain wants her detained. All right. And another. All right, come on, just go. And he kind of just drags you by the arm. He's got a tight grip, but he doesn't seem as forceful. All right. Takes you down. Don't try anything. Starts fiddling with a key, opens up a cell, shoves you in, locks the door.
Is it like bars?
Yeah.
Can I just ask what's going
Starts
on?
walking away.
Okay. So am I in my own cell or am I with a bunch of people?
You are in your own cell. You
Perfect.
don't see any other cells.
Okay.
I'm just in there trying to bang on the glass as a guard inside your necklace.
Fine. No, it's totally fine. I'm going to... How much, like, movement do I have? How much are these manacles allowing me to...
Are they in the front or the back?
Your hands are considered restrained.
I understand that. I'm not trying to, like... I just want to know if I can fidget at all. Like, are they, like, handcuffs? Are they, like, a chain?
Yeah, they're comparable to handcuffs. There's no realistic...
Can she bring him down and step over him?
Can
and
I try
bring
that?
him to the front?
Make a dexterity check.
Natural 20.
All right, so as you
Jackie
go
Chan.
through...
Yeah.
and you clink around with him a little bit, the guard who appears to have gone down to the end of the hallway where you were first escorted in, you see him walk up around the corner. Just sit down and be quiet.
I will, I promise. It was just...
God, had a tough enough day already. Another one of these fuckers coming in my prison. Ugh. And you see him kind of saunter off and then just jump rope through the handcuffs.
I'm going to reach into my bag.
Okay.
And pull out...
Oh, I'm sorry. Your bag was taken from you.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't think I would have gone so willingly if I would have known that.
I think the result ends up still being the same.
That's possible. But regardless, we'll say that your bag was taken from you.
Motherfucker.
No, you know what? I didn't say that. They're in a hurry. Everybody, apparently there's a shit show going on. You have your bag, sure.
Okay, I'm going to reach in my
I mean,
bag.
the exploding bodies.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things going on.
I'm going to pull out the Star of Renewal.
Okay.
I'm in my own cell, right? Just
Yeah.
hanging out. I'm just going to pull it out and kind of like hide it while I'm holding it. And I'm just going to sit there for 10 minutes.
Okay.
In my cell.
So after
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes elapses, you find yourself refreshed, at peace, and all of a sudden your attunement and connection to the earth below your feet feels strong again. You feel less drained, and all of a sudden you find yourself overflowing with that natural arcane energy that pulses from the ground below.
It's just bars, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into a spider. Wait, no, I'm going to make sure no one's looking.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
14.
You're able to kind of get a little bit of a glimpse because you're only able to get as far as the bars allow you to see angle-wise. You see the individual who brought you in still seems sitting on some kind of stool down at the other end. He's kind of looking through a scroll, flipping, looking at another scroll, writes something down, going through some kind of administrative process. You look down the other direction, and now about 20 feet down in this hallway, you're able to see what appears to be another set of bars. but you don't see any other individuals.
What's like behind me?
It is a solid stone wall,
Okay.
and there are actually dark metal pipes that seem to be mortared into the area itself. The wall has them like running through it.
I am going to turn into a little lizard, like a gecko
Okay.
or a salamander.
Mm-hmm.
That's an amphibian. That's not the point. And I'm going to crawl up the wall,
Okay.
onto the ceiling,
Okay.
and just try and sneak my way out.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Kick out check.
And all of us.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
So it probably takes you the better part
I
of
think you turn into a chameleon.
takes you the better part of about 20 or so minutes with your very small form and trying to kind of stealthily navigate, even taking a couple moments to make sure that you're blended into the right shadow, blended into the right corner, waiting for people's attention to be turned, but very cautiously, intelligently, quietly, make your way along the roof and find yourself just able to round the corner, and you are clinging to the exterior brick of the portcullis you entered in not only 30 minutes ago.
Okay. I'm going to keep trying and sneaking. Because what have I cleared? Where am I right now?
You're on the very exterior face of the horde yard.
Just the horde yard?
Yep.
What is around... This is the horde yard?
No, that was the house.
That's not even close.
You're not. That's
You're
not
not on
relevant
that map
anymore.
at all.
What is around the horde yard? Is there
There-
like a field nearby?
No. You're in the middle of a city. There is... It's like the normal streets that run through the rest of town, except for this one's about 100 feet wide. So the portcullis itself is probably only about 30 some feet wide, but it opens up and there's a strip of open land that's about 100 feet across. And it seems like it goes that way for probably a quarter of a mile each direction, and then seems to taper on angular faces with businesses kind of facing outward or residences. Before it tapers back into typical streets that you've already seen. And this open area in front has what appear to be kind of a number of barrels and crates. There's individuals kind of directing. It appears to be filled with the horde yard personnel as well. A number of people kind of taking in rations, managing shipments, overseeing a little bit of training that might be taking place as it's spilled over from their normal facilities, things of that nature. But it still does seem very thin, specifically and most likely because much of the guard personnel is currently on assignment elsewhere.
Question. Can I wild shape directly into another wild shape, or do I have to come back into iceborne form, like an animorph?
I believe it references changing from your form to a beast. And I'm going to say that you have to go to your natural form first.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to just keep with this lizard form
Okay.
and try and, as stealthily as I can, stay along like the walls and stuff
Okay.
to get clear towards where the businesses are.
Okay. So we'll say you had a natural 20 check before. It got you out there, and there's a very limited guard presence now outside the horde yard.
Yeah.
It's not an area many people are likely to attack, so they don't need a ton of washouts or lookouts for any kind of aggressive advance on their prison, essentially.
Especially from a lizard.
Right. So at this point, you are able to eventually make your way down about a block before you get to what appears to be maybe unnecessarily empty space that's currently not being used. Probably actively used by the horde yard at some point for some purpose, but now you're able to kind of pick your speed up, not seeing anybody, and after another few minutes you're able to get to that stretch of land where the road begins to narrow back in and you're heading now deeper into the copper quarters.
Okay. I'd like to continue on for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Not full speed, but pretty quick because I want to get as far from the horde yard as I can.
Yep.
And then I'm going to... Do I recognize anything?
You've never been this far west in the city,
Okay.
in the corporate copper quarters.
Yeah.
So I would say you've had limited access. Maybe some things kind of look familiar, but
We're not near Prick's house.
well, I mean, he's in the copper quarters. You might be deep enough south to be in general range, but you don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna pop out of lizard form,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let them all out of the necklace. These 3, not everything.
Gotcha.
There's a whole There's a whole shitload of dead guys in there.
Put me back. Everyone saw me. Put me back.
Everyone saw me.
Sure. Okay.
Before you got zooped in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
I would tell you to search all the dead bodies for money and stuff
Okay.
in there.
Where's Prick's house?
What I know from where we are.
I mean, it's next door to your old house.
But the area that we are in.
Yeah, I mean, you're familiar with general layout. If it's,
I mean, I know the copper quarter's pretty big.
yeah, I would say that you're able to get there without too much issue at all.
I can
Yeah.
get us there. It's decently close.
It's probably only actually about 10 minutes from where you are now.
Like
Is
10
it back
minutes.
towards the horde yard or?
No, this would be further east now.
Perfect. Okay, let's go.
Okay. And I'm still a guard, so I'm gonna walk more, guard.
Snooty.
Yeah.
Go
guard
ahead,
booty walk?
make a performance check just to
It's like a guard booty walk.
see how guard booty you got.
21.
21, okay. Are you guys doing anything other than just walking forward?
I'm gonna pass without a trace.
Okay. Are you guys
Now that I have
trying
spells
to
again.
stealth?
I mean, I think not like,
Yeah,
like
but
doing
like
that, but
blinding
Trying to
like,
stealth.
Assassin's Creed it?
yeah, like just making sure,
All right.
like if we see a group of guards.
Go ahead and make a stealth check. We'll just add 10 to your performance check for this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this a lot.
And you did
I
pass
will-
without
No,
a
no,
trace, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to add the pass without a trace bonus to your performance check, as you
Oh.
are not trying to be unseen or blend in.
Oh,
you are
okay.
trying to convey that you have purpose where you're going.
Okay.
And when I go through the bodies, I'm gonna like strip them naked and like drag them right in front of the shell.
Okay.
These are your offerings.
You go ahead and make a investigation check.
34.
25.
All right.
Okay, not bad. 18 on investigation.
18. They're very common guards. You're able to come across 3 short swords. You have 1 long spear and about 17 gold coins. Other than that, you have 4 sets of guards armor. I'd say about 2 of which are still viable.
All right,
One had a
sorry
head
about
removed.
that. So 1 long spear, 3 short sword.
17 gold coins and 2 intact set of horde yard armor.
Okay, and they're all naked in front of the shell.
Yep.
Just lean them up, dick on the chrysalis.
All right.
Family show.
All right, so after 10 minutes, you guys are able
Not
to
really.
successfully navigate to Akis's residence. Doesn't seem as if anyone saw you, or anyone who did see you didn't think it was worth their time to stop you.
Mansion. I think I'm a little sleepy.
I mean, I would think you'd feel pretty good.
I think that I feel
OG.
no. I think that I feel refreshed. I think that I'm probably exhausted.
You gain all the benefits of a long
Oh, including sleep.
Correct.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you just had a shitload of Red Bulls.
Let's fucking
What
do this
what
again.
time of day is it?
The banquet was at night.
It is, now at this point, I'm going to say it's probably 8:30, pushing 9-ish.
All right.
No, yeah,
Could we-
8:30, pushing 9-ish.
We've gotten a short rest while we're sitting in the necklace, hanging out while she's.
I would not have been focused on a rest.
Yeah, I'd say if you
With
declared it ahead of
her
time,
getting
maybe.
like
Okay.
detained, like
Yeah, I'd say no.
From how many times I've been in that necklace. Like, just
Yeah.
Like,
Just
Right.
watching the shit show unfold in front of
Yeah.
you.
yeah.
it's like,
All right, so you guys are at Akis's house. What do you want to do?
You guys tired?
touch myself and do lay on hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty exhausted for sure.
We made it out,
Yeah.
and I think Hara got all the shit.
Right? Fucking loot, right?
How much did I get?
And how many people did we kill?
What?
I think
How
it's
much
Taco
did I
Bar.
get from the safe?
Taco bar again?
I mean, you can count it if you want
wanna
to,
try
but it'll
something
take you a
else?
little
I
time
will,
to do
but-
that.
What about like sushi?
Do I look like I would eat sushi?
Sushi's just rice. It's just like the way it's made.
Sushi is like another word for like
I know, but you know he's putting dolphin in there?
No, but I mean like it's a style of food. It doesn't have to have meat.
Yeah,
Just killed like 30 people. Sitting here talking about sushi.
Yeah, I thought.
No. We know for a fact there's 4 people in the room and 1 person upstairs. That is 5. You've got a lot of bodies on you.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Okay,
Yeah.
regardless, I think you should cast the mansion. Y'all need to sleep. We need to eat something. And we need to rifle
Sushi
through.
bar.
I think
Okay.
we need to rifle through what Hara found in a safe place.
I see what you did there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go up to, let's find a closet.
Narnia.
Yeah.
So we'll
That's
go
Narnia.
find a
I don't know what
closet.
you're talking about.
All right, so
Agnes's.
you guys enter into Agnes's place. Floor is still very sticky. Kitchen maybe a very small
Yeah.
bit brighter,
I
but
I
like
tried. You know, it's difficult.
it is
would
not
never be
a
worth
hour
your
by
time.
hour job. That is more of a day by day job. And
He's
as
gonna
you-
come back. He's gonna notice it's a little clean, and he's gonna fix it.
Yeah, it's fine. You guys don't really find anything in the way of a closet or storage area on the first floor, and on navigating up, see where his bed is. It's just completely like concave, like worn through ridiculously. In front, there's like this dresser, but the house and its general construction is very simple, and it takes you actually a little while. Like there's a second kitchen almost upstairs, kind of. In the sense that it's got a cooking pot and place where clearly a ton of fire has been made, but structurally nothing else about this says kitchen. And then off to the side of that room, there's like a super grody, like leatherish kind of cape coat on a like bent ass hanger, and it's kind of got a little bit of a door left covering it, but that's
fine. Just like mage hand to open the door.
and it kind of just falls off.
Yeah,
like
that's fine. Mage hand to like get the clothes out of there, and then
it is clothed. It is that one
That
It's
one
thing.
thing.
it's just like his church clothes that he hasn't worn
Yeah.
in like a long ass
The
time.
church clothes for when he doesn't go to church.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I'll just move that to the very end.
Okay.
And then mansion in the closet.
Okay. And the shimmering, glittery doorway appears in this closet. And you guys all are able to make your way inside the mansion.
You know what I was just thinking? Where was... You keep calling him Prick. What's his name?
Agus.
Agus. Was he at the Horde Yard?
He might have been.
We
Like,
busted him
I mean,
out.
yeah, he would have been at the Horde Yard, yeah.
Well, I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's fine. It's fine.
He's fine. He's going to serve his time. It was for an incredibly good purpose.
We can still bust him out at another time. I just, wanted to get us
can
out. We
let-
had the stuff.
You can let what's-his-face out now.
Walker. Valtor.
That was such a shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I killed so many people.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay.
Who did you kill?
Regnon. Yeah, who did you kill?
Are we in the
Well,
mansion?
wait.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, we're
saw
in the
that that explosion was you. It's cool.
I don't wait.
Okay.
Who did you guys kill? A shitload of people in
Well,
that
all
room.
the bodies that was...
Y'all got some bodies to your names now.
Yeah. So, and everyone
Walker
saw
needs
me.
to add some check marks into that bow.
Yeah.
Everyone saw me. I mean,
this
like,
mean
I
you
kind of
get
made it a
makeover?
thing because I got kind of into it.
Yeah.
But I can't, like, go out.
Well, you can't go out
Right.
looking like you do now.
That's,
Makeover.
I mean, there's
Makeover!
I have a disguise kit. I got some blades.
I have
You
some
can cut your
armor.
hair.
And I just, like, drop everything on the ground from the guards.
Speaking of, and I want to go to whatever the kitchen table is.
I wouldn't
and-
go in the necklace.
No, I just. Hold on, I'm having Regnons bring a. Go in the closet and bring another, like a table out here, please, Regnon. What do you guys want to have?
Well, you were mentioning
Steaks.
sushi.
Sushi,
steaks.
watermelon,
Wine.
Watermelon!
wine, orange juice. Just to pour it out for the homie. And Druid Mead. Regnon, it's a specialty drink. There's no way Regnon knows how to make that.
I'll
Just
show
looking
them.
back at all of you nervously.
Do I have? Well, I'm dirty, I'm sure.
Hara will show you how to make it, so you always know how to make it.
Get me a rag, please.
Disappears. Comes back, hands you a rag.
I want to use it to clean myself off and clean her off. And then a cup of water, please.
While this is happening, I'm going to run upstairs.
Okay. So eventually,
I make water.
Yep. For the sake of working through it, there, you show them how to make Druid Mead. They bring out a number of meats and fruits and the specified details that you were looking for. You go up to your room. What are you doing there?
I'm going to let Is out in his room. I don't go up to my room. I go up to his room.
Okay.
And I'm going to let him out and the bodies.
You expel the chrysalis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or near the fire.
Okay.
Does anything seem different about it?
Not at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to talk to it as I do.
Okay.
And I'm just going to...
Like I do.
I'm just going to, hey, buddy. I'm going to tell him that we got some food for him when he comes out. It's sitting here for him, ready to go.
You actually, at this point, hear some slight ticking.
It's going to explode.
Kind of coming from the inside in like a sloshing of fluid a little bit, kind of, and you see through the black and red exterior of this thing kind of, it's difficult to gauge, but there is some kind of movement taking place inside.
Is it similar to what I heard when it was an egg and it was ticking?
Maybe to a certain extent.
I'm going to, just to be safe, because anxiety, I'm going to build his fire really big.
Okay.
Next to his...
So you're building a large fire.
I mean, not so big as to burn down the mansion.
Okay.
But I feel like his room is mostly flame retardant. I feel like that's something that Sproigins would have done.
Yeah, I mean, it's a magic.
Yeah.
It's like your necklace doesn't set on fire.
Right. And I'm going to keep talking to him and be like, I've got 5. We have 5 guards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
They're not blue elves, but they're something I think you'll really like. And I'm so excited for you to come out, baby.
So you continue to hear this very gentle movement, the occasional, more near the top of it than anywhere else. A little bit near the bottom, but still hearing this occasional, like, it doesn't appear to be in direct response to anything you were saying, but does appear to the interior of it is having some kind of staging effect.
Okay, I'm going to run downstairs. Walker.
Well, we'll get to that because you're building a fire, you're doing all
That's valid.
You're casting, you're talking. What is everyone else doing?
How much... Did I get everything out of the safe?
No.
I would like to pull what I got out of the safe.
Okay.
So I want to pull out the manila envelope, the coin purse, the twine thingamajig, and then I want to count what platinum I have now.
Okay. So you are counting, laying out, inventorying, doing whatever else. What are you guys doing? Anything specific?
I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna whatever she pulls out, I'll identify. Like outside of the. Like, what would you have me identify? I guess you could open that little bag and see what's in there.
And open the manila envelope.
Well,
All right.
check to see if the manila envelope is
Trapped.
So the small black bag appears to have like a jar of like this jelly, like salve kind of thing in there. And also sort of tinking against the end of this, or outside of this small gelatin glass container is this very, very tiny gold ring. And as you kind of look at it and move around it, it almost like has this purple and black sort of oil slick movement to its color and reflection.
Oh shit! I'll identify that.
Those, and then you were not able to reach in far enough to grab the rolled fabric that was in the very back of the safe as you were just kind of trying to hurry and snatch everything out. But after counting everything up while he is going through the identification process, you do have 47 platinum bars.
An additional
Bars? Is
Bars.
that different than coins, I
Damn,
assume?
son.
Yes, that equates to 4,700 gold.
We rich.
Whoop.
Can.
47
We can't like
bars.
spend bars like.
Oh,
yeah.
no, and we're gonna have to leave town in order to change this into money.
Are you just doing the ring?
No, I'll do the ring and the substance as well. And I'm not going to do them as a ritual. I'll just do the...
You guys are going to bed soon.
Yeah.
Okay. So 47 platinum bars.
Ooh. Go ahead. When you're done, then I'll...
This is, and the ring and the salve are what you were able to determine was your haul in addition to the manila envelope.
And I'd like to
47
cast Detect Magic. I mean, I'm just casting it, and I want to check it on the manila thingy.
It seems completely devoid of any kind of magic. It is thick. It appears to probably be like about half an inch thick, with kind of a pliable type of parchment inside. But through the middle of the envelope, there's also a slight bulge that feels soft and maybe kind of fabric-y or squishy or gelatiny or something to that effect.
It's a finger.
Well, I want to check it for traps before I open it, because I don't want to like cut the string or something and have it like...
Anthrax.
Oh no, I mean like destroy the evidence.
Make an investigation check.
Well, it's blackmail. I mean, like, if you destroyed it, they don't have blackmail on the family anymore.
Okay, so while she's doing that, so the ring is a ring of protection. Tunes over a long rest, and while attuned, the wearer gets +1 to their AC and +1 to all saving throws.
Holy shit.
So that's a tight ass ring.
Yep.
Ping chow. And
Roll off
Keodom's
for that one.
Sure.
Keodom's ointment. This glass jar contains 3 doses of a mixture that smells of aloe. When ingested or applied to bare skin, the target regains 2d8 + 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of all diseases.
Okay.
Application takes 1 action.
I'm immune to disease, so I don't need to carry. I would think that I don't want to carry
We can
that.
work it out over the
Yeah.
week.
It's a cool thing to have.
Yeah, you guys can figure out who gets what as far as all that's
Yeah,
concerned.
but that way you guys know.
I think it should go to whoever.
What was your investigation?
Oh, 18.
18. Appears to be a very basic envelope. Whatever efforts were put into securing this material was put into the safe and its concealment, it seems.
Does it have anything written on the outside of it?
Completely blank.
We can assume this is what's...
I want to look at it first, though. Is the twine around it just like a basic
Yeah.
knot? Well, I want to open it up then.
Okay. So you open it up and kind of double check, just looking inside. It appears to be probably a couple dozen sheets of parchment maybe. And as you sort of reach into that bulbous portion that's in the middle, you pull out this like handkerchief that is white and has these red sort of shield symbols on them.
It's a finger.
It's just a typical handkerchief size, and it has this sigil emblazoned on it. And as you pull out kind of the first sheet of parchment, start to read it, "My dearest Aiden, I am so sorry to be away from you for so long. This existence, it pains us both." And it's this long sort of pining love letter.
Who's it signed by?
And as you look down at the bottom of it, your dearest love, Lucilia.
Who is it?
Lucilia.
Who's Lucilia? Who's Aiden? I don't know any
Aiden
of
is
these people.
Mornstall.
No.
Aiden, no, see?
Oh, Evig.
Nope.
No.
Aiden Klaba.
Klaba.
Yes.
Oh, so
That's
it's
why.
he was having an affair. I'm not there.
Wait.
Aiden.
You would know
Klaba.
this theoretically, and after consuming and pushing through some more contents of the letters, these letters appear to be addressed to Aiden Klaba from Lucilia Elwin.
Oh,
Bad guy Benamir. That's what I have written down for
Okay.
him.
And then,
he's a.
and then what are this symbol mean?
That's what I'm gonna. That's what I was.
You'd recognize this as the house crest of House Klaba, and this is probably a personal token that he had at some point.
Does the handkerchief mean anything? Like, is it a normal handkerchief, or is that probably hers?
I mean, no, he probably had to make it special. Like, this is clearly designed specifically for someone of House Klaba. And what connection it makes to him specifically, you maybe wouldn't be familiar with. But
Okay. Okay. Can you, on a piece of parchment, write for Elowen?
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, figure out a way to, like, kind of neatly tie it around the little, like, manila.
Well, how do you want
Folder.
for Elowen to be spelled? Like, I mean, written. Do you want it in any particular handwriting?
Actually, let me write it. I'll write it.
I mean, cool.
Can I use your things?
Here's a parchment. Here's
Cool.
a forgery kit.
Thank you. Oh, I don't need a forgery kit. Actually, I already...
No, you have a pen.
Yeah, I have a thing. So I'm just going to write for Darren.
Darren Elowen.
Darren loves Sproigins.
Okay.
And then...
I don't like this idea.
What?
Because he's going to think it's fake.
There's nobody else outside of Akis who's in prison and two other people that don't know that I'm here and the sneaky ass guy that came in the hotel room. There's nobody else that knows that I'm here.
Well, what I mean is, if we give it to him...
I'm not going to give it to him. He's going to receive it, but I am not going to give it to him.
He's going to, whatever, however he receives it, having it say from Sproigins, he's going to think that it's not true.
Why? The sigil is legit as shit.
He will have heard
We were
of all
told
the commotion.
We were told he just needs to get it. We just need to get it to him.
Why tie it back to you, though?
'Cause
Like,
why
we
not?
just blew up a whole bunch of people, we killed a bunch of guards.
I didn't do
Well,
that.
I guess we'd have to show that came from there, but like,
I mean, you got thrown off a roof.
I don't think it's a
Yeah,
good
I mean,
idea
that's...
to place your name
yeah,
on there.
that's
you know?
true. Okay, can you... Okay, write it like a fancy man would write for Darren.
I write it like a fancy man would write it for Darren.
Okay. So you put all of the parchment and...
And then put the initials... Hold on. Put the initials... Oh, I'm getting there.
Maybe we want to take the whole night to think this through.
No. It's literally... It's not... It's
We're
just
not
a,
gonna
it's
send
just
it
a
right
parchment.
now.
What's the House Evig? What's the
top dude's name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like what would his first name be? Because I just want to do those two initials. Like whatever E.
Levero.
So L period E period.
Is this his handwriting?
I don't know.
Close enough. I'm not there.
Deal.
I mean I've seen plenty of these people write shit. They all write the same exact way. It's all
If they're
fancy
right, yeah.
shit writing.
Alright. Can I tie
So
it back up?
now, with Evig's initials stamped to the outside of the envelope, the letter's contents revealed. Are you putting the handkerchief in there as well?
Yes.
Hang on.
Put everything in there.
I will put everything in there. I don't remember how much it takes for me to study handwriting.
Mm-hmm. I believe
to
it's an
copy.
hour.
And so I would want to do that before I put everything away, and I want to memorize. It's just her handwriting and all of that.
Seems to be.
Yeah, I want to memorize all of her handwriting.
Okay. So you guys put your package together and address it to Lard Darwin. Darn Elohim,
Yo.
as you gather your thoughts and resources for the next morning after you emerge from the mansion. I think that's where we're going to leave it for this session.
Can I roll for pillar? Because I'll forget if I don't do it.
Yes, and
because
you
we're
can
not
go
here.
ahead.
Yeah, there's a few things that I want to do before we go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll actually
16.
get to that. We'll do that here in just a moment. For the time being, we're going to leave it there, I think. Again, to reiterate, we will be at Gen Con.
Fuck yeah, we will.
But we're also doing the 27th.
7th. Next Friday.
So, yeah,
Next
so
Friday.
This coming
6
Friday.
days.
Boom. So 6 days from now, Friday, 27th. Also, week after that, Gen Con, doing something.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Wait.
Yeah, we leave the 1st.
2nd.
No, we
Yeah.
leave the 1st.
Correct.
As they
We'll
say,
figure it
We're there. The
We
3rd,
out ya.
the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. All the Gen Con days.
So that's the thing. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in, hanging out.
Lived.
We will catch up with Finger Guns after the ensuing blackmail. They'll find a way to make it a shit show, I'm sure, but for the
Yeah,
time
we do.
being,
If
it
it's not a
sounds
shit
like
show,
we're bringing down
What are
some
we
noble
doing?
houses of Benamir. So catch you next time. Party on.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was a good one.